There we go. Alrighty. Turn on my tunes. And let's go! So originally I was thinking today I'd be aiming to do about 60% experience because I'd need to do about 60% per day in order to make my way all the way to Awakening. But I realized I got stuff to do tomorrow, so I won't be able to do that. No big deal. Now, I did do a little bit of grinding last night, and as you can see, I've got the gathering dailies active right now, so I kind of need to finish those off before I move on. But I got a really nasty set of them today. Hello, Martin. Good evening. Well, these gathering dailies are about 1% each. I feel like they are worth doing, especially since you can only do them before Awakening. But I just happen to get like the worst. Nah, time-lapse brew isn't so bad. I got a bad set, that's for sure though. Not worried about the quests. Oh shoot, but I should have a I should use a sprite, that's for sure. Just one. There we are. Oh right, sorry, I swapped around my skills a bit too. I was goofing around for probably about an hour yesterday after the stream. Later in the day, that is. As you can see, my experience is a little bit higher. No sweat on the Dimension Hall alone. No problem. I was hoping that'd be more than like 10%. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly stop by those heckin'... I really want to finish at least the dragon scales here. Yeah, that was too soon to respawn. Man, on my main account, I would just go to the Gathering NPC. Because you can get random packs that have a chance to contain 10. But I haven't leveled up Gathering on this account. You can see I'm not even getting experience because in order to actually get more experience for Gathering, I need to finish Gathering on all the low maps. So if I was smart, I would have done that. Or is that my cue to add another coffee every time I say if I was smart? I still have all the copies from yesterday, so maybe I'll give myself a pass on that one. Alrighty, that's 10 of those. I'll quickly grab the time-lapse brews, we'll stop by Navia, and then we'll get started on quests and dungeons, I guess. Really the best way to get... Oh, shoot. Chrono... Chronology Forest, there we go. Yeah. The last one that I have, the Crystal Blossom or Crystal Bead Blossom texture, I'm pretty sure that's the super annoying one in Tanglevine. I'm just not going to do it right now. Oh, I just noticed that my chat is slightly cut off. There we are. Okay, so they were a lot less experienced than I remember. Alright, 100% not finishing that one tonight then. I swear they were like 1% before. Um... I'm going to start from the top and work our way down. So originally, I had said I kind of wanted to try and finish Awakening on this character before the patch on Thursday morning, meaning I'd have to finish by Wednesday night. Yeah, that's not happening. I forgot that I've got business tomorrow that makes it impossible for me to spend any time leveling up. So, yeah, not happening. Yeah, I got both quests. That's fine. Hello, Vincent. Good evening. Oh. Oh, I suppose I should kind of show off a little bit of what I got done afterwards yesterday. I did some more fortification on my weapon here, so now it's at plus 18. And I picked up my cultural relic. I had farmed enough dragon points yesterday with the dungeons that I could grab one. So I'll need to fortify that too. But as you can see, my fragments are looking pretty pathetic. Oh shoot, and I've got my back thing hidden. That's no good. Oh. Oh hey, Ira, I really don't think that's going to work on this account because I don't have any archive. This account is my fresh one, so I'd basically probably be doing like 1 damage per hit. I don't think that would be very fun. And as we found out yesterday, I'm actually pretty okay at handling the mobs, so we don't really need to clear them out as we go. We can just bring them with us. Considering I managed to do that even in the party mode, even though I couldn't beat the bosses. Oh, wow, that if that was a higher level, that would be really valuable. It might still be valuable. Move speed dual drive. Whew. Should I use it though? I kind of want to use it. What do I have on this one? Ancient Heroes Revelation. Oh, but that's really good too. For my characters, Ancient Heroes Revelation is really good. Man, that's a struggle of getting a good item at a drop, huh? Hmm. Now I'll save it for now. I might buy that off this account on my main account, to be honest. Dual drive. Now, it's 8 o'clock. I'm thinking I'm gonna do about 2.5 hours. Oh, I should have used an experience card. I may as well use one of those too. If I run dungeons straight, I think it would be worth going to spend 99 LP on this. I don't have a ton of LP, and I haven't even bought in this week's RC, so it's probably not the best move for this account, but right now I think I care a little bit more about experience. Hmm. I don't have any buffs active, do I? No. This account doesn't have very many costumes, so I wasn't expecting it to. Not very many, of anything. Oh, you know what I could do, though? I could do the fortune telling. Profession XP gathered from or profession XP from gathering. Which is a shame, because I can't get any of that right now. Alrighty, 1, I did use 2 experience cards, so I should probably just run straight dungeons for a little while. And I mean, they are just solo modes. That was my... It's about an hour and a half, so my cards will run out first. You know, I should have bought some of my class buff too. It increases my move speed. Didn't even think of that. And I should switch to the other mastery path. I swear the move speed of the enemies scales with your own move speed. I'm not waiting anymore. Okay, and then we'll switch over here, stack up physical and crit again. So, one of the quests earlier in the game will give you like a stack of your class buff, but because this is a character that used a boost card, I missed that. That's the one. 10 should be good. Yeah, my inventory is getting kind of messy already, huh? Oh shoot, no, I should be dismantling those. Instead, let's just add the ingredients to our personal warehouse. Oh, this is a pro tip, I suppose. If you're doing those gathering dailies, it'll actually pull the items right out of your warehouse if you've got them in your personal warehouse. Special bank that there. Secret stones, I mean, I'll get more. And I'm gonna throw this in my bank for the time being so I don't accidentally use it or something, but I might end up using that one. That's a nice card. Alright, Otherworld time. You know, if I had some forts, or if I had a little bit more fortification on like my trophies and whatnot, I might actually be able to do this with the party modes. Actually, what might help more would be putting cards on my costume here. Oh shoot, I grabbed them and then I forgot to use it. Oh, sorry, Vincent. I don't know if I missed your chat for a while there, but I don't have an update on that, unfortunately. Hopefully on this maintenance, I guess. It kinda sucks that the entirety of the time that they were out, people weren't actually able to access the contents. Yeah, see, I got 4 boxes that should have the... Well, they wouldn't answer a ticket on the weekend, that's for sure. And I said that I was going to submit a ticket, and I have to admit that I had some personal stuff going on last week, and I was not able to submit a ticket at all. So, I guess I lied when I said I submitted it, or I was going to submit a ticket. But yeah, they don't reply on the weekends. Hello, Blade Liger. Half noon? What are you talking about, half noon? Midday is straight up noon. Okay, and I am using the cards, so we're still gonna run the regular solo as well. Midday. Is that what you think the M stands for in JM? Oh, look at all these points. There we go. That'll be nice. Is my crit even capped? Yes, it is. I kind of want to try party mode. Maybe not on this dungeon because of the final boss, but... maybe not while we've got my precious 99 LP counting down. Oh, nice! this is Otherworld. Shouldn't I get a chest in solo regular mode? Guess not. And then Chronowood. I know a lot of people skip this one because the reflection guys. But thanks to last month's daily login, I've got a way to get past it. As long as he doesn't die, holy moly. You're not no, he's not aggroed. Perfect. And now we may as well trigger the boss before we kill the mobs, because this boss takes forever to spawn, but apparently my AoE is just too big. It's kind of surprising how different the dungeons look when you run backwards. Like, they almost look like completely different places. Anyway, we can go back to Verdandi, I think. Oh, hey, Aichi-kun! Wait, what do you mean killed by Isai 4 times? Where were you fighting Isai? Wait, where were you fighting Isai that he was taking out? Oh, yeah. I forgot that he's in Nightmare Realms because I just rarely do them. Is he in for the first one? At Silent Ancient Castle? It's actually been like so long since I've done those. Wait. Really? I literally didn't even know that there was one there. I might have to check that on my main account later. Or do you mean, the Twilight Forest? Is it Endurin? Okay. It's under... Oh no, not that. Oh right, solo dungeons don't even show there anyway. Alright, so in about half an hour, because it's been about half an hour since I started streaming, we were able to do 20%, but that includes Dimension Hall, so about an hour of 10% per hour, I suppose, is a good ballpark. For solo grinding, I'd be able to go a little bit faster if I had some more experience boost items, as well as if I was doing party dungeons. I mean, obviously being in a party increases your experience. But I've said this before, I don't really like recruiting a party while I'm on live stream because it doesn't feel fair to the people that are joining because they might not necessarily know or want to be on a stream, so. Wait, where was Plinko doing that? In the Discord? Oop. I accidentally stopped my music. And now I have to just put it back on a random track, I'm sorry. Oh, right, because he's in Transcendent now. I really like the Transcendent Guild, but it's kind of the same as with running in parties. I don't really want people that are in the guild to feel like they might be publicly recorded when they're not expecting to. So when I start streaming, like on the Sky Tower raids before, I would try to make sure that everybody knew that I was streaming. Or turn off guild chat. Oh, but I love Guild Barrage. I love Guild Barrage. It's so much fun. Now I'm gonna have to decide where to put my points again. So I went for accuracy because that helps quite a bit on Awakening. I went for physical resistance because I'm pretty sure that most of the skills that the bosses use are physical resistance, but right now it's 1G reset, so I should be able to change that if I look it up and I'm wrong. And I went for crit because on this account, I also went for trying to go do detailed or accuracy stones. I mean, not that one, that was a crit damage stone. But yeah, that's a damage stone, that's an accuracy stone, that's an accuracy stone. So it's probably not ideal for most people to take crit damage on their weapon mastery here. Like, I think most endgame players aren't going to need that. But it's not a bad choice for where I'm at, in terms of on this account. Ooh, a 17% dark damage emblem for Awakening, huh? I don't know that that's necessarily fair, and I've got myself a nice little 8% one. For now, and I'm thinking, because I've actually got a decent amount of dragon coins, I'm thinking I'll try to get another one and see if I can get anything good. Now we do still have a little over half an hour left on that, so I suppose we keep doing dungeons for the time being. Wait, does that mean that they still don't bind emblems when you equip them? Oh, yeah. I guess they didn't fix that. Oops. I appreciate it, but that's not really fair. What I'm trying to do here is see the experience for an actual new account. A new account doesn't get people handing them over temporary use gear. I do appreciate the thought, though. I'm getting plenty of recipes. Back in the day, recipes... Oh. You'll be automatically guided to the function NPC Is that new? Okay, once we finish this dungeon, I'm gonna click it. Remember that my last awakening on this account was a Ravager. I'm not too worried. I think that this is going to be easier than Ravager, especially since my count has come a little ways since then. But if you remember, my main issue on Ravager is that I was trying to rely on nocturnal heals. And I would just not heal myself when I needed to. I feel like that's new. Accuracy check. My accuracy is fine. It's 48. I think that should be good. Is there any more on plus 20? Because I'm almost at plus 20 on my weapon, too. Yeah, there's 4 more on my weapon. I'll be above 50% accuracy once I get my weapon up to 20. And I honestly, it's not ideal for most circumstances, but I might use an almighty amount for the awakening, because I've got this griffin. Oh, I don't have very many, but I've got this griffin here. I think it's a level 3 almighty. Yeah, so all stats plus 20. I feel like that might be a good thing to use for the awakening just because of the HP. I mean, obviously, a straight HP mount might be even better, but it's what I got. Alright, now what HP probably next? Probably. All the targets in Awakening are non-elemental, so I don't need any of those. I mean, damage up is never hurt painful. Crit, obviously my crit's no longer going to be capped once I'm inside, but I feel like HP next is the right call. Yeah, those are all... These are all going to be useless for Awakening. Drop rate wouldn't hurt right now, I suppose, for, like, getting more boxes in dungeons. Hmm. And dismantle. I'm basically gonna be dismantling everything that I get in dungeons right now. I should use that to start it. finish this. Maybe I should aim for this one. It gives me 50 experience books. I would just be Fight Club and Temple of the Eidolons any mode. I could probably do the lowest sit solo mode. I mean, plus that 200 LP is oh no, the 200 LP would need me to do arena. Not gonna do that. Ah, I got distracted by trying to heal her dandy. Wow, that's a lot of effects at level 60, huh? Mm. Let's see. Enhances the effect of the skill Gravity Overload. Increases damage by 12%. Expand the range by 25%. And additionally reduce target's move speed by 30% for 10 seconds. Advance the Galaxy Falling Prayer. Increase damage by 12%. Slightly increase the damage of Stardust Flowing Light upon hitting. Further increase target's Holy Light damage received by 2%. Stackable up to 3 times. Enhance the effect of the skill Star Patrol Vortex. Damage. Increase damage by 12%. Additionally, reduce target's attack speed and skill cooldown by 10% for 10 seconds. That doesn't sound right. I don't think it's 10 seconds. Right. Okay. So if I click this, you will be automatically guided to the function NPC location. Oh, it's just not open. Okay, I was worried it was gonna like automatically teleport me to Navia or something. And by worried, I mean that would be absolutely sick. Free Navia teleport. Oh, come on. Now, I would do these quests over here. I mean, I've got enough time on my cards. I don't have that many dungeons left to do anyway. And I am watching the recruit, but I would have to whisper the person, if anybody starts recruiting for the level 90 dungeons, I would have to whisper them and let them know that I'm streaming and make sure that's okay. Ugh, we had a bug with the chat yesterday, so if anybody is in-game and sees that my chat is once again not updating, let me know. Seems like that's happened to me twice recently. Man, I really love the music from Genshin, and I swear I say this every single time, but I just do. Yeah, that took like no time flat. That was worth it. GIC, let's go straight to Frigga Peak and just do the quest and then the dungeon. XP card, Fairy, Mastery Pass, Shibata, Carnival. I might have some VIP sprites somewhere on this account, but would have been smarter to use it yesterday, so I'm not going to use one now. Gosh. Man, I spent like the last 3 hours of my shift at work doing this extremely detailed investigation work about stuff that happened 3 weeks ago. And I was literally just working away on it for 3 hours straight. That is such a brain drain. Sometimes it's really nice to just come home and have big sparkles do a lot of damage. Oh, I'll probably be back to doing it again tomorrow afternoon too. Ugh. Actually, my dragon points are doing pretty good. There was a specific accessory, or trophy, sorry, that I wanted to switch to last time, because I felt like a defensive trophy might be more helpful than the death debuff one that I'm using right now. Alright, cultural relics we can only use one. I mean, we could use two, but not two of the same element. The War in Dix's Stubborn Soul. I think that was the one that I was considering might be better for a fresher account. Fatima might be good if I'm not dying right off the bat, too. Oh no, but it's any attribute damage, so that's not going to do anything in Awakening. Delphonia is an ineffective, Yeah, Delphonia is not a great choice because it only affects one hit. So depending on what that hit is, it can be really easily wasted. And it's only got a 10% chance to proc, basically. So Kasimov here is stacking dots. Those aren't, I don't think those will be super helpful. I think Warren Dix is the one that I was thinking I might use, so I'll grab one of those. For defensive purposes. I'm gonna need a lot more fragments to be able to fortify my stuff, though. Man, inventory management is a real pain on these low-level accounts. I feel like backpacks need to be more accessible. I honestly might buy a backpack. Because I really don't have much backpack space here, and I prefer going for longer runs without stopping by banks all the time. I don't know why, but for me it seems like, depending on... Oh, I got an orange! Depending on how close I am to the the fence might vanish, but after I kill the boss, but the shadow will still be there, and I can't cross over the shadow. I mean, I already have this one, but it's kind of neat that I got another orange. Seems like I've got a pretty good collection of these. Alright. We are now almost at the 1 hour mark, so as I expected, the running dungeons does kind of slow down the experience gain. But there's only so many quests, so I think it was worth it. Plus, of course, I'm going to need all the fortification fragments. I'll be literally opening up all of these boxes to turn into fragments once we're done here. Okay, I'm going to refresh my chat because... Nope, looks good. Yeah, yesterday it got desynced and I couldn't see what everybody was saying. Well, I was going to switch back at level 30, but it looks like we're not going to make it to level 30. Yeah, it was nice and far away, and this time no shadow to block me. Wonder if Scrub actually has a bunch of really good EXP cards from like the daily login boxes. I'll check that tonight. And then tomorrow... Oh no, right, tomorrow I'm busy. I won't be doing anything tomorrow. Right, I'm just gonna quickly lock those. Yeah. Right, we're just gonna save our ore. I'm not gonna be fortifying. Actually, I should probably fortify accessories first, so I'll throw these in here. Save that. I don't think I really need these 90 recipes, and they drop so much, I don't think it's even worth throwing them in the auction house for 1 silver. Get rid of those. Willow Awakening, these have the medium experience crystals in them, so they're totally worth opening now. Right. Here we are. Yeah, having more inventory space would be nice for this too, so I think I'll quickly hop over to the guild hall and see if I can nab another backpack. See what the current price is at the auction house. If it's around 200G. If it's around 200G, we're good. Ooh, that's medallions. I kind of want to use a charm. Oh, I don't have any, doesn't matter. Can these go in the warehouse? They can. So I'm actually pretty close to getting this costume, but the version that you get by fusing the dimensional fragments is actually different from the one that was released like on Paragon or in the LP store at various times. Flame manual for 200G, me too. I got some manuals handy here. The 3-day ones. That's 3-day ones, right? Yeah, I got some 3-day manuals here, so I'll pull out one of those when I do my awakening. Get real fancy. 500G for a backpack? That's a really high price. Wow, I think not. I think not. That would be everything. I still need to have some G left over. Throw those in there. Don't need those. Don't need those right now. Yeah, I guess right now they're not on para. They tend to go down to about 200 when they're on Paragon. Alright, we're gonna fortify our flower here. Honestly, I have so many of the advanced accessory fortification scrolls. I may as well not even use the basic ones, because these will have a higher fortification rate. Yeah. This is the right call. Just like, there's way too many accessory fortification scrolls in the market in general. Like on my main account, I actually put all of them on one character and I've just got stacks and stacks from different paragons. So these things aren't worth enough compared to how hard it is for me to grind fragments on this account. Okay, that was pretty bad for a fortification rate too, but... those rates kind of hurt for the fortifications even using the advanced ones. Oh. Yep. There we go. Right, I got 1% move speed for that. Alright, and we're also gonna unlock this and use it to star up my arm. May as well, it was free. I mean, it's not much, but... Alright, back to it. Oops. Oh, it didn't trigger, that's fine. Do I have a move speed idle on this account? Actually, you know what I kind of want to do? I think I'm really close to Tsubaki. Oh, but the fragments are on scrub. Never mind. I was gonna say it might be a good idea to just run a couple dungeons for Tsubaki because the spawn rate is still 100% on the lower dungeons as far as I'm aware. Oh, hey, Plinko. Yeah, just, Aichiken was talking about you earlier. Neck map. Let's go. Sounds like you were the one talking smack. Wait, does that earn a reaction? The only B word we accept here is boyo. He's just a sad little guy. You know, I'm gonna gather these up every time I pass something, just in case I end up getting... I said boyo! B-O-Y-O! Goodness. Boil. Boily sigh? I'm gonna be real with you, and I did say this earlier, but I actually haven't done any of the recent nightmares basically at all. The last time I actually was running nightmares seriously was when we were farming for the Yarun contract. Hey, Aichikan, I don't know if you saw my inventory earlier, but I'm too broke to even buy a backpack. I might, for tomorrow, I might just yoink one of the ones off of Scrub. Fine. Somebody's got me caught in combat and I can't get on my sheep. It's so much faster doing quests, but then I don't get anything to fortify my equipment. Mm-hmm. Man, I just love those little rainbows. I wish they had more mounts that had, like, trail effects like that. I think I like it more when it gets borked when you run over weird terrain, too. Sunhunters fail. I wonder. I was gonna say, I wonder if I might be able to beat the dungeon here in just like party mode or something. But this one's kind of annoying. The final boss has a lot of freeze effects that makes it quite challenging to solo if you're not. Mm. If I didn't feel like I was in a bit of a rush, this is the kind of thing that I'd jump on and just goof around and say do it. But I do have a limited amount of time today. Which is why I'm detouring to grab these trees. Okay, so I actually stayed up late last night trying to gather solar honey, and I just got 6 red right here, right now. When last night... Oh, shoot, that was actually part of the quest too. When last night, when I was trying to get them, it literally took me like 15 minutes because I was only getting 1 per channel, and then I had to wait for the channels to reset. So I was like, okay, I'm going to bed, so I'll go brush my teeth and then I'll do another set of the dungeons before... Or after I brush my... Or sorry, another set of the channels after I brush my teeth. And then I was like, well, I still don't have enough, so I'll go prep my lunch for work tomorrow in the evening instead of waiting until the morning. The silent ice field bosses are kind of hard too. Like Gazigla, the first time you fight Gazigla, you basically can't solo it if you're not nuking it, because if he cages you, you're just trapped in the sky. Nothing you can do about it. Next up is Tanglevines. Yes, and this dungeon has Fatima at the end. And she has the thunder grab thing where she picks you up and holds you up in the sky and then she doesn't let you go. And you just take a whole bunch of damage. No, this one. I don't even remember if you could get Fatima to target your Eidolons or something. I feel like... No. I feel like she would target you regardless. Let me get those star fruits. Since I'm here. Yeah, so unfortunately, because today is a day of slightly more, today's a slightly more efficiency-oriented day, so we're not going to goof around on things that will be, high risk, low return just for fun. We're having straight efficient fun. Oh, I didn't know her rotation was different in Otherworld and regular version. Huh. Interesting. That's 30% total so far today, and we've been going for an hour and 15. Tanglevine Desolate. I feel like Twilight Forest's challenge is more the first boss because, is that the one where whenever you attack one of the bosses, you gain a status that explodes when you attack the other one? So if you keep hitting both bosses, you'll just take a bunch of damage? Yeah, I feel like time to results, it's not an efficient use of time. Or nuke both. Unfortunately, I am coming from a position of I don't think nuking is an option here. These guys still have pen, although I think my pen is okay. My detail damage is a little bit on the low side. Not to mention, I don't have any cards on my costume. I really need to get that sorted out before I go for Awakening too. But unfortunately, on characters that use boost cards, you just don't start in a good spot. Yeah, my pen should be fine for it, but it's definitely going to be like the boss damage and stuff. But yeah, because this is a boost card character, I don't run, like, you don't run any of the dungeons that'll give you regular dragon points, so as you can see, my regular dragon points are kind of pathetic. I'm at like 40 pen, right? That's what it was? 48 pen! That's not bad. Yeah, may as well teleport back. A little less than 0.5% for each one of these. Yeah. The returns are indeed diminishing. Gradient step. There should be 3 quests on this map. Kara's over there. Am I getting... Oh, I'm not even getting, Yeah, I'm not even getting any of the mastery experience from this, so I think this will be a better use of my, just for the range. I mean, it's no Rav, but this is still pretty good for clear, huh? I do really like this class. And I know I should be doing those eavesdropping, but like I said, we're having efficient fun today. I don't know, isn't there just something a little bit satisfying about doing things? Or hitting targets? Originally, I had thought I might set a target of like 50%, but I thought maybe that would be done before I see what I can actually get. So I think at this point, I'm thinking we go for 40% and aim to do Awakening on like Friday or something. I know that misses the target of being able to fix my weapon mastery afterwards, because this is not really long-term good idea. This is specifically for Awakening. And it would be nice to be able to reset it while it's a 1G reset, but it is what it is. Well, Blade Liger, the problem with that for me is that if I want to keep my carnival buffs, I would need... the time I usually get home from work is about the time that the last festival is, or the last Navia party is running. I basically need to just like run straight to my computer, and I kind of don't Want to speed all the way home? Oh, hey, Kong! Viridian Step. Viridian Step. I did Desolate. Viridian Step. Canterton Hill. Is this correct? I feel like I'm missing a map. No, there's the 2-3 quest ones in a row. These ones also have 3 quests too, right? Because you get those little, you get the soaps. Which makes me think, maybe have I done these before? Yeah, it would be nice if they had the carnival buffs the same way that we used to, but... Oh, you need 9. Huh. Oh, right, because you can only do it once. I was gonna say that's a pretty good rate, but... Where'd it go? Yeah, I think I'll just not use that right now. I don't need it taking up space in my pathetic inventory. Well, this class's damage... Yeah, Plinko hit it on the head there. The damage is not like the absolute top tier, but for that amount of damage it's got, the range is like impressively massive. That's the last one, I think. Or is that the quest to kill the big guy? Nope, this is right. Okay. I don't remember the efficient order for how to do these quests anymore. I haven't done these in forever. No, not today for sure. So this is on my Scrub account. As you can see, my stats are impressively low. And I don't have a lot of Eidolons. I've only got, what was it, 39? Which isn't bad. 39 Eidolons isn't bad. Good question, Blade Liger. Maybe they won't be cubing in Navia. Maybe they'll be running dungeons on alternate characters. Okay. But yeah, I'm thinking originally I wanted to aim for Wednesday night. But after a dose of reality, I'm thinking Friday night for Awakening. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream every single night this week. Definitely not tomorrow. But I'm gonna try and do the majority of it on stream. Oh, hey, Nanashi! Where are we at? I don't remember where Abner is, so we're just gonna take care of this one first. Well, you see, the thing about Impact is that you don't need to decide what class you want to play. You just can swap at any time. So, for example, if you're doing your daily quests and you want to play Ravager because they'll knock out all the mobs in one go, you play Ravager just for that. And then when you go to your dungeon, if you want to play on Holy Sword, you can switch over to Holy Sword. I should probably take out this guy too. Oh, you're Awakening Holy Chest! Congratulations! I did up to like, I think, plus 23 on an S25 weapon for my last attempt on my Awakening Holy Chest on my main account, and oof. I was only doing plus 20 for the longest time, but I'm getting so frustrated of losing my weapons. I'm only using LP store fortifications anyway, so it's not like it's a huge investment loss, but, you know, it's sad. Oh, you actually tried the Grand Fantasia Origin. Did they make as many changes to the way the game works, or was it actually just the same thing? Oh, UI font. What did they do? Was it not just like the same UI font they used before? I think this game has like I want to say Arial, but something really normal. Oh, okay. Do I save the soap so that in 3 days I can do these? I think I should. I should probably save the soaps. Next map. Canditon, Port Morton. Expedition 33. I'm trying to avoid hearing as much about the game as possible because I would like to play it at some point. But I don't have the time to do it right now. So no spoilers for Expedition 33, please. Oh my gosh, Plinko is now banned from the chat. Oh, where is it? Godzilla appears and wipes the party in game. Don't ask why I'm picking up crabs. I don't know, I just think they're neat. Har har. Obviously, I wouldn't look up the sequel while it's still out. Well, the first game isn't still out. The way I heard somebody describe it was basically if you like JRPGs, you'll probably like it. If you can stomach the French. And, of course, since the JM in JM Midday stands for Je m'appelle Midday, obviously I can stand the French. I made very sure that I remember how to say Je ne parle pas français, and that's about it. Yeah, it would be funny if I could actually speak French too, but I cannot. As a Canadian, we are force-fed French in high school. At some point, you were allowed to take a different language, but my high school only offered Spanish or French, and I mean, after so many years of French, I just stuck with it. And then I forgot everything that I knew about French when I started studying Japanese. I'm short a spiderling. Oh, it's these pink guys that are hiding. Yeah, I guess those are the two languages that are 79. That's oh, that's not even the fun one. Is it? I was thinking 80 cuz 80 is the one that's real messy, right? 80 and 90 is 90. 70. No, I don't remember 70. Oh yeah, like the other thing that's kind of funny about Japanese is sometimes when you want to make something plural, there's some words that you just double, like hito is person and hitobito is people, and it's literally written as a person twice. I mean, they use a mark for repeated kanji instead of actually writing it twice, but uh hold on. What is 79 in French? Is 79 in French? No, Google says it's just 79. I think it's 99 that's the fun one, right? That's 99, 80 is 420s, 10 is 10, and then 9 is 9, right? 99 is 99. 60 is perfectly normal, right? 60, 79, 60, 10, 9. I think if I had it written for me, I might be able to convincingly read out French. So, you know, if there's anybody hiring a voice actor that needs to speak French without understanding it. Oh, what was it that I saw a little while back? People talking about the word bird in French, oiseau? Oiseau is just spelled funny though. It's not actually said funny or anything. Where are the quests here? Bird is the word indeed. It's like... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's oiseau. Oh, Harmonia. There should be another quest here. Where on earth is the other quest? Is it over here by the board? You've only got the Return to Dungeon quest. Wow, I literally have not done daily quests here for like ever. I do not remember where the other quest is. You know, normally I don't go this far down in the quests. It's for sure. Plus I was getting distracted by the French language. Alright, so if you're hiring a voice actor, I can speak convincing French without understanding it, and pretty good Japanese, which I do mostly understand, and some English. Some English too, because clearly my English could use some work at times. There's gotta be another quest here. Is it on the bridge? No. It's not in, is it not in the plains? That's the... What am I missing? Saphir. Look, it's Stellar Saphir, okay? Okay, I'm gonna turn off the tips. Where is it? Area tips. I'm not losing it. There is literally no more quests here. That's the dungeon quest. Big woof. That's the weapon merchant. Well, I'm not going to do it today, obviously, but there should be 2 quests on this map. I don't know why there's not. Like, what am I forgetting? Yes. Yeah, I was doing that right when you suggested it. Oh, Plinko's telling me there's only 1, so it's clearly just that I haven't done this in so long that I've forgotten. Because I remembered that there was a bunch of maps with 3 in a row there, but clearly I need another cup of coffee. That one earned me a coffee. Oh, I still haven't implemented my new cups design. I better make it a pretty big one. Alright, Starstruck Plateau. No, I don't have enough quest experience boosts because on this account my LP is too precious to buy any items that will use it for it. Oh, right. This one's over here. Yeah, I still haven't even gotten my 2000 RC on this account this week, which I'm probably just not gonna get. Unless I do something silly like craft every weapon for Stellar Sphere or something. Looks like there's only 1 on this map too. Yeah, I could probably run Vault of Eternity on Scrub if I wasn't busy doing stuff here. They're not bugged as far as I know, because I was reshuffling my costume, like, yesterday before I started the stream, and I got the stats that I wanted. Like, I got pretty lucky on this one. You might think that this costume is a little bit whatever, because it's one of the easiest ones to get. This drops in, like, in Vault of Eternity, right? But I got a good roll on it, so really, if I were to just dye it orange to match my little cutie here, that would make a really nice cohesive costume set, but I don't have any dye. I'm pretty sure I've got some dye on Scrub, but I just haven't bothered to grab it. Yeah, I think that's it for here too. Emerald Marsh. Okay, I think we'll go down to Blizzard Berg and Vulture's Vale. And then it'll be 10 o'clock and the dungeons will have reset. Oh, but you know what I kind of want to do? And this is a waste of time, but I just kind of want to try it. Bear with me. I need some regular dragon points anyway, so... I don't think this is going to be a problem. But I've been overambitious plenty of times. The mobs don't seem to be a problem, though. Yeah, the mobs are fine. Not that one, but I'll keep it handy. Yeah, I don't need that here, so we'll do this. Whoop! What? Why is there an experience book on my one? Whoop. Oh, it stunned me. That's okay. We're okay. We're okay. I can do this. Right, I'll just quickly build up some ballad stacks. Swap over to the DPS one, throw it out there, and go. And this time, actually look at what I'm doing. It's not even that many dragon points when you don't have all the buffs from your holy chest. Ugh. Nice. Totally doable. Totally doable. And my buff is already ready to go for the boss. Oh, I don't even have my food on. I might need to keep the mobs alive to be able to siphon more HP off of them. Or not. Too much AoE. Doesn't matter anyway, I still win. I don't remember if those spinny blades are reflect or if they're just an AoE. Just an AoE. Okay, so I can still attack them even if they're doing that. I think I'll put that there. And that there. It's those mobs inside the infernal abyss that get the reflect version, I think. Would be neat if there was some consistency around what the the visual effects are and the skill effects are. In my defense, I did say it before you did, so it's not like I forgot. I should incorporate this into my rotation more. No sweat. Just as harder than the boss. No lava stones either, but I didn't really think I was going to get any lava stones. Just kind of wanted to see if I could do it. Right. We were on Emerald Marsh. Honestly, the cooking dailies might be better than the field dailies at this point. It was about 0.5%, I think. So, Obobo dailies, I wonder... I think they're better for gold than they are... yeah, no, I was just going straight into laser push because the things were dying fast enough anyway. See, the problem is that on my old keyboard I couldn't reach the 5 key because it was too far from my hand. But on my new keyboard I can, so even though I'm used to having like a skill that I plan to press with the mouse on 5, I usually don't use my 5 skill very often, but now... Now I should be able to reach it. Hmm. Oh, what's the level 95 Otherworld field map? Like, I think Canditon is S5, so is it... Okay, yeah, that was not worth the amount of time it took to run. So, we'll call it there for the daily quests. Cooking shouldn't be as suffering, right? Because I just need to make 3. Starlight platter. Starlight platter. Yes, it is this one. So I need potato soup and sandwiches because I very smartly gathered the starlight fruit earlier. Do I have a knife? No, but we can fix that. Potato soup is sold at, I want to say Crescent Hill, but I'm going to check. Yes, Crescent Hill. And it's just one. Just one. Yes. Just one. Which means I should probably get 3. I'm not sure how hard it's going to be to cook without any cooking level behind my under my belt. Oh, it's boiling time, all right. Clearly, you have to boil something to make a sandwich. Crispy chicken. Oh man, I could go for some more chicken. Yep, forgot about that again. Cooking tools, store, knife, and wish me good luck because this could be ridiculously bad. Wrong button. That one. Yellow and red. Oh, I don't think we're passing this. What? Yeah, I don't think I've got good enough tools to actually get a triple. Whew, we're gonna need some more pears. Oh shoot, that's the problem, is that I can't tell the sandwiches apart from the jelly when they go too fast. Oh! Wasn't expecting that. We'll do another one then. We'll do another one. Afternoons. Oh, golden latte. I think I'm gonna need some milk for that too, though. Tempest, desert. Alright, I'm gonna make a bet that I can do it in 2 again. Yeah, we're gonna need some windmill. Ranch milk? Oh. No sweat, no sweat. I should have grabbed some milk when I was at the ranch earlier. That's at Canditon Hill. Oof. Alright, let's see what I can do with this cheap knife. Great, the colors are a little bit harder to tell apart. Drink, leaf, and egg. Sorry, I see somebody just said something in chat, but gotta focus for a second. This one's not too bad. Hello, Simon Z. I was saying Simon Z because I was thinking Japanese pronunciation. That's a bad habit of mine. I have a oh gosh, I should have this memorized, but I don't. It's a properties. I got a Ryzen 7 and RTX 3060. So it's pretty good. A little on the older side, but pretty good. We need one more. Oh. $3060 Ti. Oh, no, not that. We want that one. Eyes open. I think it's when you get down to these kind of quests, like the cooking ones like this, that I really feel the benefits of having an account that's got all this stuff already leveled up. Whoop. Oh, we still made it. Am I even getting cooking experience for this? Yeah, I am. Well, that'll help a bit once we make it to that. Carnivorous. Luscious pepper mushroom platter? Oh, this is the teppanyaki. I'm gonna grab a couple more milk while I'm here, and yeah, I mean, I did all of the gathering and cooking, like, these things. I did them way, way, way back in the day on my main account. But even by then, I had, like, a good knife for cooking because I was doing cooking for myself. I think I was also selling cooking at that time. Like, I was selling food. Alright, we're looking for Sun Hunter's Veil, and we need marsh caps. I can't even remember where they all spawn. Gotta be around here somewhere though, right? Yeah. Whoop. One more. Absolute minimum I'll need is one more. Come on. One more. No, I think I'm not gonna find any more up there. Oh. Right, so this dish needs... Oh, this is an expensive one. Needs the tomato macaroni and the teppanyaki. And the other food item we find at Rain Mist Reach. My memory might not be great for some things, but for some stuff it's really on point. Alrighty, mushrooms. Same set. Drink, leaf, egg. Drink, leaf, and egg. That sounds actually pretty slow here, so I'm worried that it's going to speed up a lot very quickly. Now that's manageable. Am I getting any LP for this? It doesn't look like it. Or at least if I am, it's not enough to be worth much anyway. Yeah. Mouse probably looks super erratic while I'm doing that. Dashi Olek. I'm pretty sure that's, the barley thing, right? Yeah, that's the one. Vento steak and samba. I knew it'd be handy to gather that. Oh, I don't have enough barley. I was gonna say, I thought I got ahead of the game there for a second. Yampa. I've actually never heard of Tsampa before this game. The picture kind of looks like little dumplings or something. I know I've got 10, but I think I'm gonna stop after 5 because it is 10 o'clock. So we'll probably head for some dungeons and then finish up around 10:30ish. Actually, then we better get to dungeons now. I can do one more cooking at the end. It's if there's time. But I still gotta have dinner and stuff. There you are. Yellow and red. This one should be pretty easy no matter how fast it goes. It is pretty fast though. Like, I'm pretty confident in my ability to get to them no matter how fast they're moving. It's just being able to tell what I'm clicking. So I actually quite like the yellow-red because it's super obvious which ones to click, even if you can't make out the picture. I agree. I also think that the hit zones are just wrong when they start going really, really fast. So I usually kind of aim for right in front of them. And then just kind of click twice. This is gonna sound bad, but I did try to set it so that it would just be constantly clicking and then I could just move the mouse over top of it. But it also seems like there's like a sanity check for how many clicks you're allowed per second. And I don't know, it didn't register the clicks. And then what I did was I set it so that I had a click on my keyboard and I could just move the mouse and tap the click with the other hand. I felt like that was, I don't know, kind of more like an Osu kind of vibe, I suppose. I figured that might be a little easier on my wrist. Hey, hold on a minute. I thought I did 4. I was only 3. Oh, I didn't accept this. Right, there we go. 2% more and we'll have done 40% today. So 40% per day is a pretty good goal. Yeah, I'll worry about that one later. So if we do 40% today, tomorrow maybe like 20 because I've got stuff to take care of. That'll put me at 50%. Oh, I still wouldn't make it by Friday in that case. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to check on my scrub. On Scrub herself, the Ravager. And see what kind of experience boost items I've got floating around, because I might have to use some more. Oh shoot, we should exchange our stickers. Maybe we'll get a pumpkin. Just a green pumpkin. Alrighty, so we got about... What is it? It's 7 after. I got about 20 minutes, so I think the easiest way to do this... Open up my controller program. Activate my profile for Stellar Sapphire. And I kind of like that here. Probably put that on 4 now. There we go. Alright, the rest are feeling a little bit worn out after all that cooking, so controller time. Oh, but... There we go. Ah, controller. I should have been using the controller earlier too, to be honest. Is my mic picking up the... Yeah, it is. Alright, so I'm actually using this, like... It's a controller I received as a present, but it's like a special edition PlayStation 3 controller from when Tales of Zestiria came out. So it's extremely light, and there's really nothing to it. There's no rumble, there's no battery, there's no nothing. It's just light and pretty, and it doesn't do anything fancy. Plus, when things don't have batteries, they just kind of keep going, you know? As long as there's a USB port on my PC, I don't think I need a new controller. I mean, it's not compatible with, like, anything. In order to use it on Steam... Actually, no, I couldn't get it to work on Steam. They have, like, that mode where you can kind of, like... Oh, what is it? Where it basically, like, it says, press this button, press that button, press that button. It would... For some reason, it just never seemed to work. Maybe that was a bug at the time, because I did try to do that, like, probably a decade ago, but... Yeah, I could never get it to work on Steam. So I've always just used it by rebinding each of the buttons to a letter on the keyboard to correspond with what I want it to do in the game. Works enough for me. But really, I think the best part about it is just how freaking light it is. Okay, I've got some star stones. And it might be nice to try and get another level or two here before I go to my awakening. Well, Blade Liger, the answer to that is if you try really hard, anything is possible. But the long answer is that I'm pressing the X key and it's registering it as if I'm pressing the 1 key on my on the numbers above my letters on my keyboard. And hello, Kielo! Thanks for stopping by. Actually, should I pull up the program so you can see what it's doing? Hold on. After I kill these guys. I'll just pull up the program because it might be interesting to see. Yep. Window capture. Create new. Guess I have to make it not minimized then. Oh, that's Discord. Okay, and no, not that. I want that. Oh, not on my face. Nope, not that either. There. Since I'm almost done for the day anyway. So, as you can see, I've got my my left stick bound to WASD on the different axes, or axes. And then I've got the, oh, I don't have an escape key, so I have to do that on my regular keyboard. Alright, and then I've got the D-pad controlling the mouse, so that I can move around and click things. Select and start are the mouse buttons, so I can actually click on things. And then each one of the other buttons on here corresponds to something on my hotkeys. So for example, for ballad, I put it on tilde so that when I'm on my main computer, it's there right next to 1. So I've got, what is this? This is R3 as tilde, so when I want to use ballad, I click the right stick. I did try doing a, I did try to set it up so that, what is it? R1 and 2 were Control and Alt so that I could hit the other skill bars. But I found that when you tap Alt, a lot, like when you, especially if you have to hold Alt to be able to get to one of your other skills, I really frequently Alt-tabbed into a different program, so I turned that off, and now I use R2 as my favorite skill, and R1 as Control. That way I can hit these skills here that are C1, C2, C3, C4. And basically anything outside of the buttons that I've got bound, I have to use the mouse to get them. And I could just use the mouse to go right to them, right? But you gotta have a good balance between the speed of the mouse control and being able to actually hit these tiny little scroll bars, for example. Well, I think we'll be able to get through all 5 in 15 minutes. It is a keyboard with extra steps, but that's because Our Kingdom doesn't support controllers, right? So if I want to play with a controller, I do what I got to make it work. But you know, I actually really like it because I think it makes it even easier to do like your jump casting. Well, it's a controller, right? So I can actually reach all the buttons on it as compared to my keyboards where I can't reach all the buttons properly. I got small hands. You can't see them because they're under the table though, obviously. You can also see when I'm trying to hit skills that I actually can't use. Like you can see how much I absolutely spam my R2 here. Trying to use my patrol. Star Patrol. I was gonna say Nebula, because that's where I've got Nebula on, That's where I've got my Nebula on my Star Color. Yeah, so like, I guess if you think that my skill bar here is set up really weirdly, like that these are Q and E, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and tilde on this one here. It's really just the way that I've gotten used to it, and then I built my controller profile around where the buttons, or where the hotkeys already were. So that it kind of works both for my keyboard play as well as with the controller. The one thing is that I really like using square, or 3, for my second favorite skill, and I don't know why. It's just the way that I got used to it. I think it's because that's where I put Dimensional Shot on my Warbow when I first started making a controller profile, so I just got used to 3 and R2 being my big skills. But for some reason, I don't know, I like this on 4 when I'm not using the controller. Hello, Mudrock. Sorry, I almost called you Murdoch. Nope, this is not the new server. The new server is not out yet. We're probably looking at July. That's what they've currently got on the Steam page for the release date of Impact. So this is the old server. Yeah, I think we're pretty solidly safely in the I'll be able to pass 30% today. Now, at 11 o'clock game time, I've got something else that I'm going to be planning on doing for an hour, but I might do a couple more cooking tonight just to get that knocked out of the way, and then tomorrow I'm not planning on streaming because, like I said, it's a family birthday, so obviously that takes priority. Woo! Oh, hello, Nafi. Yeah, this is the program that I use to handle my controller inputs. Basically, I've just rebound every button on my controller to a keyboard button, and since we're almost done for the day, I figured I'd show you guys what the magic happening on the back end looks like. The program is called Anti-Micro, and to my understanding, some games call it like cheat software, but I am just using it to replace each single button on my controller with one keyboard press. because this game doesn't natively support controllers. I should just put my experience books up here, huh? Regular mouse for a second here. Next time I get an experience book, I'll throw it up there. That way I don't have to keep actually using them. Let's go. A blade, I'm literally just, as you said, it's a keyboard with extra steps. So it's like, you can actually see in the second thing I've got, like, there's 3 tabs at the top. I'm actually not even entirely positive what that first one is. I think it's just a generic sort of game controller thing. But the second one is called a Tartarus, and that's a left-hand pad. It wouldn't be bannable to use a left-hand pad because it's literally just a half keyboard for gaming, right? This is the same thing, but just I made the buttons on the controller into keys on the keyboard. So yeah, Nafi, I control the camera and the mouse movement with the controller. So my D-pad is my mouse. And then I've used select for one of my clicks. Left click, obviously, because it's on the left. And start is a right click. So I can use that to talk to people and stuff. The PlayStation button, because this is a PlayStation 3 controller, is F, which you haven't seen me use, but basically that's the interact key in this game, so you can use it to interact with stuff. But then WASD? Oh no, I guess A and D, but then up and down for the axis 2. And then for 3, or numpad 1 and 3 are the turn. So by combining strafe with turn, or forward with turn, I can basically get all the mouse controls in there. Angling the camera was a little bit harder because the only way to angle the camera is to hold a button and then move the mouse, right? Which is obviously a little bit harder. So I've actually made the up and down into both mouse move and click, so it ends up moving me around sometimes too. It's really janky. It's obviously not ideal, but it works and it gets my hands off the keyboard for a bit. Yeah, so just like D-pad to move the mouse and then select and start for being able to choose options. I mean, I was saying it earlier, but the speed of the mouse, I made it go faster sideways than up and down, or at least I thought I did, but it kind of looks like it's all the same speed now. It is a little bit janky to control. It is a little bit janky to control, and the downside is obviously that you can't... mouse targeting is basically very hard, and it's also easier on ranged characters where you can get more or AoE characters where you can hit a whole bunch of targets all at once and you don't have to be so concerned about your specific target. But I was actually complaining about this, I think, when I was running on my gunslinger. In the S30 dungeons, you get a whole bunch of mobs with you to the boss, and then if you accidentally tab off the boss, it's basically impossible to tab back to them. Because my only option is to use tab control. Or tab target. But I made a L1 spacebar and L2 tab target, so honestly, as I'm running, I usually basically just mash both of them to both do a jump and switch to a new target, and that makes it jump casting so much easier. You know, it's funny you mention that because we actually had a Guitar Hero controller because my brother had Guitar Hero when we were younger, but I don't think we have it anymore. My mom is actually in the process of moving right now, so she's getting rid of a lot of the old stuff, and I'm pretty confident that the Guitar Hero controller very recently went goodbye. Actually, that reminds me, my mom sent me a picture of this big box of games that we had when we were really little. well, I guess not really little, but when we were still living at home. And on a whim, I asked her to pull out Karaoke Revolution. For the GameCube version, so not a good version of it. But we had Karaoke Revolution for the GameCube. And I still have 2 of the microphones here, and I was thinking it might be really funny as like or at some point it might be funny to do a live stream for that, because the only time I've ever actually tried to sing, I lost 3 subscribers when I posted it. I said it before, so some people went and subscribed on that video, so it no longer had negative subscribers, like, listed on the analytics for that, but it was still kind of funny. So I'd like to prove that I can carry a tune by playing Karaoke Revolution for the GameCube in the year 2025. Maybe? I got rid of my DDR pads too, so there won't be any DDR controlling either. I don't know if I'd even have space for that. Another problem, of course, is if your mouse gets caught on something funny. Like, especially, I kind of gotten used to not moving the camera around, like, vertically too much, because I used to keep dragging skills off of my skill bar if I let the mouse, like, hover over here and then I do this. I lose my skill. And now I need to get that back, because I need that. This one. And that was with my regular mouse. Obviously, you can tell when it's my regular mouse because it doesn't move in one direction at a time. You know, I really thought we'd be able to do the other worlds. I was going to end at 10:30, but it's just 2 other worlds, so we'll do the other worlds real quick and then we'll call it for the day. And I should gather up all the mobs, but now I'm kind of in a rush. Which means I should probably pop one of these, huh? You know, you might be able to fix that pretty easily because this little girl, this little missy here, is on my weak account. So this little girl is running solo modes and she doesn't have a lot going for her. She doesn't have very good eidolons, she doesn't have any super fancy gear. This is my scrub account. So I don't have a lot of the benefits that come with being an old-time player here. So, honestly, I play better with my controller, I think. Anyway, if your skill, or if you feel that you're not outputting enough damage, likely the problem is you don't have enough pen. I'm just guessing, so that's not necessarily going to be the case. But the thing about pen is that when you don't have enough, literally nothing else in your gear matters. But once you have more than enough, more doesn't impact your damage. So, what I would suggest is you take a look. No, Mudrock. What I would suggest is if you want... This is solo mode, remember? I'm not doing party mode right now. But take a look at your gear and see whether or not you've got enchantment cards on them. So, hold on, let me go to the enchantment card. Like that thing in blue text at the bottom. If I move my mouse onto it, it'll vanish. But there you go. You see how it says I've got a pen increased by 2%? By adding pen cards to every piece of gear that you can put them on, you'll increase your ability to actually damage things. And that's going to be one of the biggest things for once you start getting into the higher levels, is that you've got to make sure that you're keeping up on pen. Shoot, I should have pointed out the little medal. I'll do it on the next dungeon. So anytime you're facing a mob that's got a little gold medal on their plate, that means they've got a pen shield. Shattered Netherworld, go real quick. It's the joke that I refuse to make. Not there. Detailed. So as you can see, my stats aren't great. They're really not great. So it would be very easy to surpass me if you can get yourself the pen, some more pen probably. Take some more HP. Wait, I thought I just used those points, but the indicator's still there. Oh well. See, I don't need to use Follow the Titan here. I can knock him out before that. I mean, it is solo mode, so... Ugh. There we go. Oh, well then, welcome back! Oh, right, sorry, I was gonna point it out. This little gold shield on here, the bar at the top there, oh, I'm gonna die if I keep just standing still. See what kind of a tightrope I'm constantly walking? Do I have any feathers? No, of course I don't. I'm on a very tight rope. But anyway, that little shield is what tells you that there's a pen shield on the enemies, and you're basically gonna find that... Yeah, that should... 66 would be good around us. 10-ish? Basically, you're gonna find that every dungeon will increase the amount. I think nobody else can post links in chat, so if you mean the link to the download for the game, just let me... Well, first I'll confirm. If you're looking for the Gado Mappo, if you're looking for the game software, I'll send you a link in just a second. Because I think I'm the only one allowed to post links in chat. I don't have any moderators, it's just me. Yeah, the star color is the Lil Missy. Oh, they're really strong though. So the other thing that you can do if you think that you're not outputting enough damage is, I assume lightning, because that's the best element for a star caller, is try to look to see if you've got your lightning relic and stuff. I mean, you probably do. That one's a little bit... That's a little bit more fundamental. And sorry, Gato Mappo, as soon as I take care of this boss, it'll only take a couple seconds. There we go. Oh, yeah, the translation, it bothers me that they've done such a miserable job of making it clear what is skill damage and what is elemental target damage. Alright, we should be able to just knock these guys out one at a time, so we'll get over here. Do-do-do. There we are. That's the version I'm playing. And you can play with your UI in English, French, Spanish, or German. Now, there was regular solo mode. Yeah, I'll finish it. I've come this far. Have another sip of my coffee and call it. We can do this. Ooh, I suppose other gear advice. So around S5, you gain access to the basically most people's end game gear. There is the super fancy set that you can get in Paragon, uh, but for accessories at S5 you unlock access to Agni, the S5 accessory set that I can't get my cursor on using the controller. But up till then, or the good thing about Agni is that it increases your crit cap by 150%. But for newer players, you can't get your crit damage high enough to make use of that. So, yeah, the super fancy set is all that you have to spend months farming gold for, or years farming gold for, or getting really lucky on Paragon. I obviously don't have that set myself. I use Agni on my main account. Real good set. It increases your crit cap by 150%, and as you can imagine, with 100% crit rate, if you can fill up that entire 150% crit, that's your go-to endgame gear set. It's very good. But for newer players that can't get 150% extra crit, like, I basically need 200% more crit damage to be able to make use of it. What's better to use is actually this Wild Howl set here, if we take a look. This increases my crit damage by 30% and the max crit by 50. So I do get a little bit more overcap crit damage available, but it's not a waste because without the actual crit damage itself, it doesn't do anything, right? So that 30% crit damage that I'm getting from the set is more useful until I'm at the point that I can way build that crit damage, right? Of course, you should be checking on your detail tab, right? So crit damage of my main weapon is hovering around 300%, actually not bad. And then 85% versus bosses, so I'm probably right on the money-ish. I'd have to calculate my crit cap. There we go, 320. Yeah, right, I can't just leave my mouse on there. 370. Yeah, so I'm pretty much capping out the effects from this set right now. Versus bosses anyway. Boop. HD. Hello, Resonant. I'm doing my best. Today it looks like we're gonna do about that up there. It looks like we're gonna do about 42% or so. Because I do have just 2 more dungeons and then I'm gonna call it for the day because I still need to go have dinner. 2 more dungeons. And of course it's everybody's favorite. I'm gonna have to switch out of the controller for this, so I'll close that down. Downside of using the controller is that triggering Eidolon skills is quite a bit more challenging. So for this dungeon, where I've got mobs that have reflect on them... Oh, the software that was in the corner of the screen, that's called Anti-Micro. Anti-Micro. If you just Google it, I'm sure you'll find it. Anti-Micro. And like I said, I know that there's some games that consider it to be like cheat software, so you might need to just make sure you don't start it up every time you start your computer, especially if you play other online games. It's literally just a keybind thing that works with basically any controller, as far as I can tell. So it's not cheat software, but, you know, anti-cheat program's gonna be the way that they be. Alright, now that we're through that, I can switch back to the control. It's just those mobs at the beginning with the reflect. Can't stand them. Oh, I was using I'll pull them out again here. Last month, everybody got their hands on 10 fragments for Uller in the login boxes. So I used this skill here. It gives you 5 seconds that you don't take any damage. And then I attacked the reflect mobs while that was up. Now, unfortunately, that's the effect that they're removing for Aura Kingdom Impact. So... And they're also removing Nocturnal. So if they take the Nocturnal effect out of like some of the Eidolon skills, I don't know what the best way to beat those mobs will be, because you're going to take so much damage on Reflect, especially once you get to a higher level, that you'll one-shot yourself with auto attacks. So like, well, that's the thing, is that they're going to take away Persephone's invincibility, right? And like I said, I got Uller last month because they were giving him out free. But I think the easiest one to get in-game would be Irene. She spawns in... Or I guess she doesn't spawn. She's got the... Oh, no, she does. She spawns in the super late endgame dungeons, but she also gets fragments dropped in Vault of Eternity. So if you're doing your daily Vault of Eternity, once you pass Awakening, you'll be able to pick up some frags for her. Is she in the LP store? Yeah, Irene's in the LP store as well. So this is probably the best free-to-play option for immunity. Yeah, the thing about Kotonoha's healing is that it's kind of like a nocturnal effect. So if they decide to remove all of those ridiculous lifesteal effects, then I'm not sure how we'll beat reflect mobs. I guess we'll find out. Of course, I saved the longest and worst dungeon for last. Ooh, forbidden fragments. Every once in a while, you find somebody that's crafting an accessory and they need a bunch of those, and they'll buy them for a lot of G. Last one. Alright, switch to the keyboard just for this first section. Alright, where are you? Alrighty, so I'll get nice and close, I'll pop the skill, wait for the effect to be in play, and then I'll just quickly nuke all of these guys before it runs out. Or at least that would be the plan, but I targeted badly. Easy. Easy peasy. And that is the problem, right? Because that immunity effect basically trivializes that part of the game. It also makes you immune to debuffs, so there's a lot of places where you can kind of cheese through the mechanics by using an immunity Eidolon. Trophy. Oh, my inventory's a mess again. Blade Liger, they've already said that they're removing immunity effects. And I do think that that's the right move because, like I said, they trivialize a whole bunch of mechanics. I sure do, Naffy. Just for some reason, I decided to play on this little cutie yesterday, and now I'm kind of hooked, and I kind of want to awaken her. But I'm also working on getting my fourth character to a cap level. My wizard. She's currently level S33. On a different account, she's got the all the benefits of my 10 years of experience. But probably this week, I'm just gonna do a whole lot of this character because right now I'm just kind of hooked on the feeling. Yeah. Yeah, I think I still need to get my wizard's S25 weapon fortified up and stuff too. But yeah, no, my wizard is my next goal for endgame stuff that I also stream. But oh wow, it took an extra 15 minutes. This dungeon just takes forever with all the waiting. I still have to have dinner. Easy. Oh, Resonant, it's only the best ornament. Unfortunately, it's actually just a green version, so... This is the Blessing Child. It's a cute little Kingyo Hime. I actually have the orange version on my main account, but, what's it called? Ornament... There you go. Kingyo Hime Blessing Cutie Doll. Name checks out. And then there's also the Zashi one. I'm pretty sure it's the Zashi one that I have on my main account. But like... It's so cute, right? Oh, wait, the other one. And this version just has glowing in water effect. Ugh, it's so cute. I just love it. Alrighty, but that is gonna be it for today then. Like I said, I still have to get dinner, and then I've only got, but just basically 10 minutes left until I've got something else going on. Yeah, my inventory's a mess, but I'll let midday tomorrow worry about that off stream. So thanks so much for stopping in today. Probably no stream tomorrow, but I am thinking it's gonna kind of be like a special event. Restora is going for Awakening this week. So watch out for me again on Wednesday night, probably around the same time. Thanks again to everybody for stopping by and keeping me company here, and well, catch you next time.